Mama knows best. But I didn't get to learn that till she was gone. There's 1,001 things I wish I could tell my mom. Like, I finally got a woman and I got the perfect job. There's so many conversations a mother needs to have with their son. Now I only talk to God pleading just for another one. There's just so many things I wish I could have done differently, like going to school in the direction that she sent me. Engage in my studies despite the books being lengthy. But see, I thought I was a big man. But in my heart, I was a baby. I was 14 chilling with men that were 19 and 20, but they had it all. Cars and money, there was plenty. They would call me the little brother, spud me before school. The girls thought it was hard and the man them thought I was cool, but then after school, with a shop at the top of the hill, where they all used to huddle. Mom said they were childish and always causing trouble, but then I would see them laughing and smiling, so that got me kind of puzzled. Until one day, I was part of the huddle. I was 15, broke, I needed to hustle. So I'll take the chocolates from the shop and I sell them for double. I was making some serious notes and I was making a couple. Every week, at lunchtime in the canteen, I was unstoppable. Until Miss Anderson caught me. She grabbed my bag and she robbed my sweets. She led me to her office and said, have a seat. She told me, I respect the grind, Jay, but this is against the school's policy. Whatever you want to do, just make sure it's off this school's property. And that was probably the worst thing she could have said to me. I continued to rob Busman until the shelves were empty. My pockets were full, never mind. I didn't know back then, but my fate was already signed. So I started getting praised by the older guys. They all nodded in approval and agreed it was time. They handed me their backpack and replaced it with mine. And I held my breath as I looked inside. Until this day, I find it ironic because they replaced my sweets with trees, and I never understood how something so green can make it so hard for me to breathe. They told me, yeah, little man, no more £1.50. Sell this one for 10 and this one for 5. I need the bag empty back by 9:30, and here's something special keeping in your trouser side. And we've got a little watch that can keep track of the time. Me was at this bench when you're done, there's something else in line. Put the bag on my back and I walked home. In that moment, I felt so alone. But simultaneously, I felt so grown. But in that moment, I wish I would have known. I walked through my front door. Mum looked at me strange. She tilted her head to the left and asked if I was okay. I responded, but I couldn't really look her in the face. I put my head down and I paced to my room. I needed somewhere to hide. Could Mum come looking in there soon? Which she did. She didn't even knock, she just walked in. She looked at me and she smiled. And I swear to God, every piece of me broke inside. She sat at the edge of my bed and she said, Jay, I don't see you anymore. I found a heap of money in your top drawer. What you're doing, I'm really not sure. But I pray to the Lord that you're not throwing your life to the floor. I've seen these patterns before. Remember, you don't even go to school anymore. I pray you're being smart and you're being mature. I can't bear to lose my son anymore. I don't know why that made me so angry. But I grabbed my bag and I walked out the door. If only I could have told her that I loved her just once more. I managed to sell all the goods in the bag. I made a healthy amount of cash. The man they were proud and gave me a bigger stash. I wasn't so young anymore, so this got me kind of gassed. Anything they gave me, I'd flip that. I had silver teeth and then my money was stacked. I drove a little Corsa and the windows were black. I left home a year ago and I didn't look back. My mom had sent for me, but I didn't send back. She's always trying to tell me how she's worried and I just don't have the time for that. But June 10th, the day I wished all my time back, I was walking under the bridge, backpacks of things I shouldn't be carrying. The only lights were the little ballards at the end of the tunnel. And I was calm until her shoes started to shuffle. So I reached for the thing inside my duffel. I threw my bag to the ground and we started to tussle. His knife grazed my skin, so I thrusted mine through his. The edge of my blade could feel his heart racing and I froze. But immediately I tried to save him. He fell to the floor, my knees started shaking. I was so scared I left the bleeding. I tried to run, but my consciousness was fading. I reached home and I stripped naked. I cried in the shower like a baby. I had never turned to God before, but that night he had made me. See, that night had changed me. Sometimes I wish I listened to what Miss Anderson had said. See, the other kids seemed to listen when Miss Anderson led. So I took Anderson out of the equation and realized I only seemed to follow when Miss led. I wonder if I'd be here if I listened to what my mum had said. See, my mum passed when I was sitting in pen. I couldn't even bring her flowers because I was chained in these shackles instead. I wonder if Ed was even sat at the side of her bed, or how her hand or she laid her head to rest. I just think it's kind of grim how I'm weeping over someone who'll never really be dead. I keep hearing his words, she said, how she doesn't want to lose her son again. But it turns out, I lost her instead. See, the lesson I learned now, I wish I learned it back then. See, my message to the youth is, don't kill for something you don't want to die for. There's 1,001 ways to make money. And when you're educated, you can earn even more. Put the knife down, put it back in the drawer. Your only enemy is yourself. Stay focused, you won't have to be scared anymore. But more time, Mama knows best. But I didn't get to learn that till she was gone. There's 1,001 things I wish I could tell my mom. Like I finally got a woman and I got the perfect job. There's so many conversations a mother needs to have with their son. Now we're only taught to God pleading just for another one. You've been given a second chance. Take it and run. Thank you.
Make some noise for Rayritess. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Proper touching. Over to the judges, Richard.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. You're important, your story is important, people need to hear that. You're brilliant.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your pain and your life. And that brilliant. People need to hear you. Get that out somewhere.
Yeah, it's actually going to land on Spotify end of this next month, so.
Good. Good. I'll share that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. But, you're very good at that, brilliant. But, diction.
Thank you.
Diction, just like, big up one time, but diction, like, just get everything you're saying super clear.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There was a tiny time I was like, what? Oh, brilliant, but like, yeah.
You know what, I have a speech impediment, so this is the clearest I've ever said it, so. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a sharp now, really.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Good emotional changes. Good change in the vocals. You shed pain and changed the emotions in the sentence. Good storyline and good message. It's powerful. The journey is important, not the destination. The journey is also important. So you say you have a speech
impediment.
Okay, now to fix that,
Yeah.
talk slower.
Yeah, I've been trying.
No, you can. You can do it. Just talk slower. Take your time with every word. Say every word the way you want to say it, just like I'm saying it now.
Yeah.
And then it would fix your speech. Good. Your body language matches your body. Your vocals and the message matches your body language. You're very expressive. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
That's it. Good work.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, firstly.
Thank you.
The story had me locked in from the get-go. You're a great writer and you're a great performer.
Thank you.
You told the story very well. I was locked in from the moment, I don't know about everyone else, but from the get-go all the way to the end. And you paced it very well, which you haven't seen with everyone today. Like, you had moments where you laughed, where you stopped to breathe. You had moments of that it helped with the emotion, the way you read it.
Yeah.
And I just think it was good.